What's going on, fam? This is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. I know you're having a wonderful day. We're back with another Divine Alignment Light Code message. I really hope you've been taking care of yourself, learning more about who you are while you're here on the planet at this time. And it's all about staying in alignment, okay? So today, guys, is all about 522 vibration. Why you keep seeing it? If it's been popping up in your reality lately, I got you covered, okay? When we reduce this thing down, it basically reduces down to 9, which means completion, okay? So be sure to click that like, subscribe button down below. I greatly appreciate you. And as always, our purpose and mission require to learn a whole bunch of life lessons to gain that experience and knowledge for our soul grow. So as you grow, you're going to help people to help themselves. You're going to trust your own inner voice, your own energy. Everything matters, okay? It's all about, staying in your, or following your own biorhythm and flow in life, okay? Especially if you use this personal day calculation, okay? We'll talk about that in just a second, okay? So if 522 been, following you, I got you covered, okay? So the reason these numbers gonna show up and follow you wherever you go, it seems like almost every day when you on that vibration, okay? Basically, you receive your call to adventure, okay? The universe loves to send any kind of sign and signal necessary to get your attention so you can build a better relationship with, basically with your own inner spiritual team, so to speak, because it's like a inner outer experience. That's the best way I can explain it, okay? You're basically projecting this stuff out here, and these synchronistic events, the numbers, nature, animals, whatever you name it, sounds, okay? These are not just happening by accidental coincidence. Everything happens in divine order, okay? So what's going to happen is the universe is going to line you up with the right people, places, and events to support your growth, okay? So you're going to come across people like me sharing their true ups and downs, things that work, things that don't work, and also the things that help me level up, like them 7 hermetic principles. We've been talking about that for quite some time, okay? So if you don't learn anything else from none of the presentations that I presented so far, okay, I put a little energy into, okay, right? Please learn them 7 hermetic principles. These basically the universal laws, okay? Test them things out for yourself, okay? And as you testing things out, okay, and you're gonna find your own sweet spot, okay? Whether you know it or not, you're doing these things, either consciously or subconsciously, okay? So why not get better acquainted with these universal principles and see how these things actually play out in your life each and every day, okay? That's all I'm saying. So as you test these 7 hermetic principles out, and find your own sweet spot, figure out what works and what doesn't work, and then what's going to happen on your hero's journey, you're going to gain your own perspective in life. You're going to stop blindly believing people, and you're going to come up with your own belief system that basically to see things for yourself, okay? So you basically gain your own point of view, and then you'll be able to point people to a reference and to enlighten others, okay? And that way they can find their own enlightenment, not just believe in you, okay? Because if you do that, you're gonna start your own new religion. Okay, we don't need that no more, okay? So everybody has their own path, purpose, destiny that they have to fulfill, okay? So when you know better, you're gonna do better. So each and every day is a lesson and test that we have to fulfill, okay? So in other words, so when this 522 pops up on the surface level, just letting you know of constructive change, okay, leading to the 2, which talking about what? Balance, diplomacy, peacemaker, power behind the throne, and that's a double power, which lead to a 4, right? So they're just letting you know you gotta have some kind of plans, goals, some kind of foundation, and having some self-discipline too, which leads to that 9 when you add everything up together. So they just let you know that, whatever you're going through right now, you getting ready to end a phase, all right? And you done been through quite a few ups and downs. You done learned a lot of lessons, got some experience, gonna make you wise, right? And basically, you basically leading by example. And basically, it's just a sign of universal love. And you just, being that way short, So when we wrap things up, when it comes to this, underneath all the layers, you are a divine light being having your experience, okay? And to get a greater alignment, get your own biorhythm and flow, you can use this personal day calculation. You're going to take the month and date of your birth, and then you're going to add it to the current date. And for the sake of this presentation, okay, this person vibration, adds up to a 22 for that actual date, okay? Which was the November 8th, 2022, okay, with their date. And for them, that 22 is all about what? Balance, partnership, relationship, power behind the throne, peacemaker, diplomacy, healthy, energetic boundaries, and also divinely guided relationships too, okay? And then you reduce that down to the 4. Again, it's all about, it's that goal, having some goals, some plans, having some kind of direction for yourself in life, okay? So at the end of the day, when it comes to that 522, again, we talked about that, it's all about, you know, just tying everything together, just having additional tools to put in your toolbox, and these numbers going to continue to show up whether you like it or not, especially when you really working on yourself, because the universe is going to mirror your intent. Okay, so all the material items going to come and go on your hero's journey, but the knowledge of self is more important and longer lasting. And again, if you don't learn anything else, please learn these 7 hermetic principles. They're going to take you far. They're going to get you out of some jams, and you'll be able to tie some things together, and you'll build a better relationship with your higher self, your own inner voice, your own energy. Okay, so when it comes to this, you know, this 522 vibration, I'm gonna give you my own personal takeaways and get you out of here. Okay, so with anything that we deal with, you know, matter, you know, if it's numbers, you know, relationship, there's a good side and not so good side to everything. We talked about polarity, right? But there's always that neutral ground where you can see both sides and just see that halfway point. Okay, but at the end of the day, you can always work on yourself. And speaking of working on yourself, always, you know, focus on balancing your masculine and feminine principle within yourself, you know, through indoctrination. Okay, people make preconditioned and programmed to just focus on one side. So I'm here to remind you to balance yourself on out so you can be that one divine force that you came here to be. Okay, so when it comes to the 522, that number 5 brings this energy of major life changes. Okay, making positive choices and decision, versatility, variety, motivation, learn a whole bunch of life lessons through experience, right? That's gonna give you that knowledge that you need. Then it's gonna tap that 5 is all about tapping into different opportunities, having that freedom, flexibility, and that time that you need. Okay, then when it comes to the number 2, it's all about faith and trust, having that insight, tapping into your intuition, that emotion. Okay, partnership, relationship, and having that understanding and understanding, and also that inner encouragement. Because sometimes when you with that 2 vibration, you know, you can be there for other people, and a lot of times people are not there for you. Okay, so in other words, you know, sometimes it's okay to reset yourself. Okay, but that number 2 carries the vibration of life, purpose, and soul mission, and that master builder number 22 is going to resonate with universal love. Okay, so basically dealing with service to other, idealism, redemption, and retribution. So again, with the 522 vibration, when it sums up equals 9, it's all about, you know, leading by example, being a humanitarian, selfless. Okay, and also having that compassion. And you also in a phase or a cycle or whatever you're going through right now. You just, you know, going through a quick, you know, ending and conclusion. Okay, but that's gonna tap you into a new beginning, in other words. All right, so these are my own personal takeaways when it comes to this vibration to get you out of here. So when this number shows up, it's just a constant reminder letting you know, like, hey, with that 5, again, it's all about changes in your life. We'll bring you about more spiritual perspective and approach with your life. So just to let you know, just stay balanced and focused during this transition, and also see the bigger picture and make those necessary changes to complete that picture, whatever it may be. And this number encourages you to bring the things through to fruition on both the spiritual and material plane. We've been talking about that before. So when you get these ideas, write these things down, research around these ideas, and then find some kind of way where you can take some action, you know, see what works, see what doesn't work, and then you're going to repeat that until you find your own sweet spot. Okay, then over time, what'll happen is you're going to see fruits going to start to bear. Okay, you're going to use that 80-20 rule, okay, that we talked about before. But remain optimistic about the current life changes, as they are in direct alignment, okay, with your divine life purpose and soul mission when this number pops up. As we get ready to close things out, you know, have that strong faith and trust. But you know, that strong faith and trust manifests positive energy and helpful circumstance in your life as well. So trust that, you know, your spiritual team had heard your prayers and answering, you know, they're going to give you the answer by presenting different changes and opportunities to help, you know, advance you along your path. Okay, so you're not going to get words and, you know, a clear-cut answer. Things going to start lining up. Okay, so you know, release any kind of expectations. Be grateful for, you know, these things as they come in. Okay, but look at the grander scheme of things. Like I said, look at that the bigger picture. Okay, but each and every day, find some time to kind of self-reflect. All right, so the life change that you are facing right now is going to bring new opportunities that are going to really turn out to be the answer to your prayers. Okay, so in my experience, just stay calm, balanced, and focused, and trust your intuitive messages and prompting, that your own inner voice, your own energy. Stop blindly believing people. Okay, you can ask for advice and then discern and figure out what really works for you or not, okay, and then take action. All right, but use these energy of change, to really to change the things the way you want them to be, okay. And the biggest change in your life is changing your routine, okay, and also investing in yourself each and every day, reading those books that you need to read, okay. But these are my personal takeaways when it comes to the 522 vibration and why you keep seeing it and it reduces down to 9. So you done been through quite a few ups and downs, good and bad. You done learned a lot of lessons over time, and over time that made you the person that you are today, okay. So all those setbacks that made you smarter, because you figure out what works and what doesn't work. And I mean, that's been the story of my life, okay. But this has been my takeaway when it comes to this vibration. Be sure to click the like, subscribe button down below. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. We will be back with our next presentation with 533, okay. So stay, be looking forward to that. All right. And as always, our purpose and mission require learn a whole bunch of life lessons to gain that experience and knowledge for our soul growth. And as you grow, you're gonna help people to help themselves with some valuable knowledge. And if you can, point their ass to a reference, okay. And that way they can enlighten themselves and get their own perspective in life. But most importantly, it's time for each and every one of us to trust our own inner voice, our own energy, our own divine intuition, okay. But this is Chris with Food for Your Thoughts. Until next time, take care of yourself, love yourself, stay grateful and focused, fam. Peace.